Cape Town, good morning. Traffic in your part of the country very, very messy at the moment. Officials and officers attending to incidents of public violence on the N2 highway in the city. It's leading to and from the airport. It's a major problem because it's a Western Cape taxi strike entering its second week. eNCA reporter Ayesha Ismail on the ground for us. Morning to you, Ayesha. You're at Cape Town station deck this morning for us, and I'm not seeing any taxis. What are you hearing?
Good morning, Gareth. So the Cape Town station deck is probably one of the biggest taxi ranks in the Western Cape. And as you can see, it is a ghost town at the moment and has been since the strike was declared earlier in the week. Now, I am told, and you did mention to the viewers about the airport approach road being closed, and that's from the N2 inbound and N2 outbound. There are also other roads that have been closed to traffic. We're also hearing reports of violence, and also we heard and got confirmation from Golden Arrow this morning that 3 of its buses had been torched. Now, this is despite the fact that Golden Arrow went to the Western Cape High Court yesterday to seek an urgent interdict against taxi associations, and this interdict was about intimidation and also acts of violence. And despite the fact that they got this interdict from the Western Cape High Court, they confirmed this morning that 3 of its buses had been torched. And it's quite sad because if there are no taxis operating, people going to work have to make use of trains and of Golden Arrow buses, and of course, some people will make use of the My City buses, but with buses now being torched, it's going to be near impossible for people to get to work. We saw those really, really sad and heartbreaking scenes on Thursday evening when we saw people walking out of the city and from other areas, walking for hours into late night, into the dark of the night, trying to get home. We also heard of school children being stranded. I'm not sure how children are going to be getting to school today and for the rest of the week. We know, of course, that Santaco said they will resume their taxi service on the 10th of August. But of course, people are still hoping that it will happen sooner, because at the end of the day, it's the working class, it's the poorest of the poor that will be suffering as a result of this impasse between the taxi associations, the City of Cape Town and the Western Cape Department of Transport. And one can only hope that they will find a solution, an amicable solution, so that the people can benefit from going to work and not be held hostage by either the taxi associations or by the officials or politicians, because this taxi strike really, Gareth, is not affecting the politicians. It's affecting the working class.
It really is, and their children and those who need to get to jobs, those who are at risk of losing jobs because they're not getting there. Ayesha, it's going to have a massive knock-on effect out for us at the Cape Town station deck. And you're right, it looks very unusual to see a taxi rank like that completely empty. Ayesha, we'll come back to you again later in the day. There it is. It looks like it's completely abandoned. It's very, very bizarre, isn't it? Because what we're seeing is a lot of taxis out on the highways at the moment in Cape Town. N2, R300 police and officials are on the scene. We're going to try and get more information as best we can. Santaco, we've still been trying to contact Santaco's in eNCA, but as of this hour, as of this minute, it simply has not been possible. It's going straight to voicemail.